And we're live.
Yo!
Gentlemen.
Part of me almost was like, did you go live like 5 minutes ago? And this
And we're just
a
sitting
weird,
here?
This is a weird prank. Because I feel like you would do something like that every now and then.
Yeah, just silently.
I'd like to get you guys a little riled up. Can't just depend on me. Carry
You
this
get me riled
fucking
up,
thing on my
alright.
back.
Says the one with low energy constantly.
Cole. What's up, Cole?
You talking to me?
Are you,
The low
are you-
energy comment?
No.
Kyle, do me a favor. Hand me that black
You're supposed
box
to
right
riff
there.
with me, Kyle, on.
Oh, I know. I'm sorry.
Gentlemen, it is December 25th, 2025. It is Christmas
December?
Day. And we have the ultimate Christmas gift. Folks, gentlemen, ladies, prepare your panties, prepare your dude wipes, whatever you use. Carry the conversation.
Dude wipes.
Dude wipes. They are good. Have you ever used
What
them,
have you
Kyle?
wear, though? Do you wear those?
I mean, you
that
might.
cause the scene.
What if he broke it here
I
on the
make-
stream?
I make underwear out of dude wipes.
What if he broke this on stream? Just like,
I've seen it. Broke the what?
Too bad.
If I dropped it,
It's a tough
Yeah.
gaming machine.
it wouldn't break from a drop.
so this is obviously Billy's.
The story of a girl.
He uses this to play Hello Kitty Island Adventure. This is the
to surf the
collector's
web.
edition.
He bought it for Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
This is the PS6 today unveiled. Just kidding. We have here, get my mic situated, a GeForce RTX 5090. Can we get some dubs in the chat? All right. I want to see the chat spamming with dubs.
Oh, yeah.
It's really popping off.
So many are flying through right now. That's crazy.
Get some dubs in the chat,
There's-
boys.
there's the
I need
first
it
one.
in my life.
We got one.
Thank you. We got one. Look at that. See that? We got two. Look at that. So, right here. What's cool about this?
What is cool about it?
It
It's
has
got fans?
3 display ports and 2 HDMI ports. So, I didn't know this, but HDMI is a licensed
Well,
protocol.
explain what it is.
It's RTX 5090.
There you go.
This is RTX 5090. Cole, return that and get a compact model. Sure, we'll do. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm really just showing this off for clout. Triple fan setup, tough gaming model, Asus. Let me show the serial number to everybody so you guys can see that.
Is it
Just kidding.
Asus?
Asus.
Asus?
Asus.
Hey,
yeah.
Seuss.
Asus.
The OGs call it
That's
Asus.
that's the one he got. It's a knockoff brand. He didn't realize.
That's going in the rig that gets built next month. It's the
Sick.
size of a fucking PlayStation 5.
You were on
It's
on
enormous.
Stock Alerts, right? On the
Yeah.
Discord.
I didn't mess around. And I got one.
You got it for
I
MSRP.
got one. I got one for MSRP.
Didn't get it from
we
a
talked about
scalper?
it on the last episode, but $2,000, 21 something to get it shipped to the house total. I mean, or shipping was free, but just taxes on it. And the PC, which is going to be balls to the wall since y'all voted.
Yeah.
We decided
cost
your
me a lot of
financial
money,
future.
and I am permanently in debt. I had to take a third on the house. Actually, not a second, even a third.
Third.
I had to
You
do a third.
skipped the second.
I had to, no,
Straight
no,
to-
no. I have a second. The second was this podcast.
Yeah.
And I mean, you guys. That's why you had to build this edition, and you guys just had to have it like air conditioned and like,
I remember that.
yeah.
Yep, our own separate room we got here.
It's built very terribly too because
These guys have insane.
we
demands.
actually weren't using the funds you gave us for that.
well, they actually
walls are
spent.
thin.
They spent all the money on our budget on these headphones. These are, you can. They're just incredible.
We
Kyle's not even wearing them.
we spent it on the advertising when we made that trailer. That's how much it cost.
Did any of you guys hear that trailer, by the
We
way?
don't have to do that.
That can die in Internet Hall of Fame.
I'm just wondering if that we picked up any viewers.
I don't think we had anything
Any.
gained from that.
No.
Kyle, you have been playing a game.
Yeah, I have actually. I've been playing Hell Is Us. Is that what it's?
Yeah.
Why am I blanking? That's
That
what
is
it's
the
called.
name.
Right? Yeah. It's a lot of fun so far.
Tell us a little bit about it.
I just barely got into it last night, so I definitely don't have enough on it to really have a real conversation on it. But it's a Souls-like, but it also reminds me a lot of like Resident Evil. And like the aesthetic, the design. But what's interesting about it, and I'll see if if it's still interesting when I'm like really playing it later on. There's no quest markers, there's no map, there's no indicators on what you're supposed to do, other than you have a general knowledge of what you're trying to accomplish. So their goal is like immersiveness, if you will, and it's really effective so far. Definitely not the approach I usually like. When I usually like pretty straightforward, like a clear vision of where I'm going, what I'm doing. But there is something fun about just like organically trying to make your way through a game like that. Typically, people are beating it in about 25 hours. It looks like right now. So I'll be able to talk about it more once I get through it. But to start, I would say that it is fun so far.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I'll keep playing it.
Like, is it not hack and slash, but is it like sword combat or is it gun or?
Yeah, it's like sword, like mostly
Sword and board.
sword and board. But
Well-
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I'm really early in it, so I don't know if like the combat evolves and changes or anything like that. So we'll see.
I look forward to hearing about that.
Yeah.
Well, if it evolves from a sword to a gun, I'm gonna have
Well,
some
because
questions.
it's not like fantasy.
It's like sci-fi,
It's like
sci-fantasy.
like a apocalyptic future almost
Oh,
type
so
thing.
it's not okay.
So I could easily see it shifting around.
to include guns.
Yeah.
It's action. Okay, Dylan.
Action adventure.
It's got a gun in it, just like Bloodborne had a gun in it. Okay.
Yes.
That was just used to.
Barry.
I have a small correction from last week's episode.
Oh.
I said I was at 40 hours in Silksong. I was only at like 20.
Oh well, I'm glad
Wow.
that you clarified that because
You know, we
people
were
would
getting
be
roasted.
pissed.
I know. Now
You
I'm
lied
at
about
40.
Jesus. Okay.
In the span of a week, I put 20 hours on. And I reached
And better for
Act 3. I just reached Act 3 at 40 hours.
How many acts?
3.
Whoa.
Still loving it. Highly addicted to it. I really enjoy still how they, create combat scenarios and stuff like that. It's a hard ass game. I feel like I'm at the point now where I don't know if this happens to you guys, but when you start like a From Software Souls-like game, in the beginning, stuff can kind of feel impossible. But then there's a certain point I reach where I'm like, it might be hard, but it's possible. And I'm at that point.
Things click.
Where
after
your
a while.
skill overtakes the game, and you're
Yeah.
like, I got it.
Yeah,
There's
you're
no
like,
situation I can't.
It might be
handle.
tough, but Act 3 is crazy. Like, it feels just as big as Act 2. And Act 2, I was in Act 2 for probably that whole 20 hours I didn't look up anything online, so I was trying to do like 100% the quests and stuff, all just trying to figure it out. They have fucking hidden walls everywhere that you have to hit in order to break down. So that was fun trying to figure those out, but enjoying it.
What was that wall in Elden Ring? They had to hit like 50 times for it to open. It was something like no person would ever be able to organically just do that.
It was in
The manor.
Hell's Manor. What was it? Like it started with an H. Hell, it's where like all the murderers meet up.
Yeah, the lady that ends up eating the snake
She's
guy.
standing next to the huge knife.
Oh,
What's that
Volcano Manor?
Volcano Manor.
Is it Volcano Manor?
Yeah,
Yeah, the
Okay.
snake.
yeah.
What's the name of the cult?
God, how do you brush up on Elden
Yeah,
Ring?
wow.
Yeah.
How like all we got
They're
like
the ones-
700 hours between us.
That like to kill everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Invade players. What is the name of that
Volcano Manor. But I don't even think that that's actually it.
It is definitely
Volcano Manor is where you fight the boss, but I don't know if the
That manor's.
manor's called that. My gut is is like fighting the Volcano Manor. I don't know why. Maybe it's because the area or the bonfire or whatever, the grave site is different.
It's definitely Volcano Manor.
Okay.
The name of the cult is the Recusants.
Okay, I wouldn't have known that.
Led
That's
by
lore shit.
led by-
I didn't know that.
led by Lady Tanith and Praetor Rykard.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Well, so yeah, so there was one wall, and that wall you had to hit 50 times was actually a bug. For whatever reason, it was coded in to have health, and it wasn't meant to, and it had like way more health. Like usually they have one health, so like even rolling or like
yeah, if you roll into it.
like it'll open. This one, it was a bug, and you can get in because it got you into a room. I don't think there was any advantage. It got you into a room that there was nothing to grab. It was just one of the bedrooms that you would then later on get an item in the thing. But yeah, it was in that. It was behind one of the secret rooms, and a guy. I just remember.
never actually did it myself. I just saw it online and I was like, that's funny, and then moved on.
Well, I saw that video like 3 days in,
Yeah.
and every single time I went to a place where I'm like, there's a hidden wall in this room, I started like hitting it 3 or 4 times, and I'm like, this is not fun. And then they had to come out and make a statement like, to get into secret rooms, it's just one hit. Like, that was a mistake. Well, because I remember them having to justify that because they're like,
don't
that
worry.
shouldn't have been in the game. Like, you do not have to fucking hit walls 50 times.
So they the new patch came out for Soul Silksong, and they nerfed some of the early game bosses.
Wow, they're doing like balance stuff in it. Wow, okay.
Because-
nerf the bosses.
Yeah, because enough people whined and complained about I beat them fine. And
Well, Dylan, you're like, I'm not joking when I say this. You're like a top tier gamer.
Oh, thanks.
This guy, pull up his resume in gaming. This guy's a legend.
It's publicly
He's
available.
like, I don't
public.
even never really played a game like this before, and he's just dominating everything. Like, oh, it's pretty fun. And I'm
Oh,
like,
nice.
I cried fighting that guy, but okay.
Melania.
Only.
Or
I don't even want to talk about Melania because that's fake news.
but yeah, so they released the
There's no
patch.
proof that he actually beat it.
Just my word of
I
mouth.
disagree. I got fucked by her so hard she corrupted my save.
crashed
okay?
your game.
I don't ever want to fight that bitch again. There's some bad juju with that.
But what are your guys' opinions on like games nerfing things after the fact? Like especially games like that, like Elden Ring. I believe we had a conversation similar to this when
I
we
think it's
first
fine.
talked about Elden Ring. Yeah.
I think it's fine. I think in a game like Elden Ring, it does kind of suck, but Elden Ring reached an audience far greater than I think they ever expected.
Mm-hmm.
And so there are some boss fights, like the Radon fight at launch, that felt a little bit much. Like when you're just trying to get to him and one arrow snipes you, and
I think
full
the
health.
pre-patch Radon was more about the stage in which you're at when you first fight him, because I don't think that pre-patch Radon was harder than like Melania or anything like that. But Melania is
Definitely
much
not.
later in the game.
Definitely not.
You
But
have
when
more
you're level
skills.
26 and still feeling the game out, like
Yeah.
it's pretty insurmountable.
Yeah, I'm fine with patches that it's tough, right? Because I see both points. But I prefer, if they are going to nerf anything, nerf like environmental or nerf like the arrow or like something that makes not necessarily the boss easier, but just the process of getting back to the boss. Because that's where I run into a lot of frustration with those games is the run back.
Oh, that game has a nasty run back?
There are certain ones that are pretty nasty.
Okay. Did they nerf that part or just made the boss easier so you don't have to do that mechanic
So I
more?
believe they made the boss a little easier, and they also kind of nerfed the run back.
See, so that if that's the situation there, like I never had a problem with the Radon fight because you could just those
You're right
statues
there.
America are some of the best innovation in the Souls genre because you're spawning right on the boss and that's phenomenal. That feels so good. If you die to a cheese way, you don't think about it. You don't have time to think about it. You're getting right back in it. You're like, oh, that's so stupid. Get right into it. So you it's more forgiving like that. If it's a run back and your decision is to players are struggling with this segment of the game, and then change that segment.
Yeah.
Like, don't change the boss fight to then make it so cheesy that that doesn't feel bad.
Yeah.
Because the run back, to me, running back is not. That
Not
is a
fun.
lame. I don't. It's not fun for anything.
I had went back.
It doesn't feel high stakes.
I played Dark Souls 2
Ugh.
after I had played Elden Ring, and I forgot how stupid some of those run back to bosses were. Like some of them, you plan on getting into the fight with less health items because you have to use some just to get to the
Yeah.
fight, and it's like that was never the case in Elden Ring. Bloodborne kind of, but they were a little bit more forgiving too. But Dark Souls 2 had the worst ones by far.
There was a couple bosses because you'd fight them and you just know like, oh, I'm not even close to just kind of winging this. Like this is gonna be a bruiser of a fight. I remember I think they had a respawn of 13 times. I would farm that path 13 times just so it'd be clear, just so I didn't have to fucking deal with it. Like the one at the bottom, it's not the Rotten King, but it's the one that you do in the dark that we talked about before, and. I never realized you could turn the lights on and stuff, and as a spellcaster, you can't lock on. It was a fucking nightmare of a fight. And
have to run past like 50 hordes.
you gotta get like 3 ladder climbs and then an elevator. You're going through like multiple. I think there's like shit falling down to chop you in half.
The smelter
Going
demon.
through water.
The smelter demon.
God!
Run back.
I remember literally getting a bow and arrow and just fucking bowing all the dudes down 13 times because I'm like, I'm done with this shit. And I beat him. Beat him at like 4 a.m. and I woke Kyle up in the middle of the night and I'm like, hey, I beat him. Oh, okay. Good night.
Awesome.
I remember Kyle, he woke up at like 3 p.m. and I think you like logged on to try and get him. You couldn't get him. You went to work and all you thought about was like, can't beat him.
I remember I was so
You're
upset.
so pissed that you
I was
came
thinking
home
about it. I was
grinded
working
out.
in fast food at the time. And I was like flipping burgers, just thinking about it. And all pissed off. And then I ended up beating him like first or second try when I got back.
Isn't that weird
work.
how like a
Yeah.
gaming session you just sleep on it and boom.
you clicks. Yeah.
And I didn't know farming and like our first Dark Souls experience. Like we just were stubborn. We're like, if there's a boss, we just fought it over and over again, even when we weren't ready. We're just like, well, we're here. We must have to fight it.
Yeah, and the internet resources were non-existent. We had no clue what we were doing.
You remember how it was when Elden Ring launched, though? That like Souls games in particular, it's always like it takes like a month before you even realize what is what.
Yeah.
I still am not. I don't think anyone really knows what triggers the Radon Festival. If we're being honest, I don't think anyone truly knows.
I think there's like 7 triggers, and I don't think anyone has it like fully codified.
No.
I'm sure now somebody does, but like, I will. That debate went on for like 2 years. You'd see people like, no, if you talk to the wolf guy down in the blah blah blah, the astral place, then that triggers. And I'm like, I never fucking did that, and I walked right into the fight.
I remember you told me, you're like, I think you have to do the Ronnie quest line to trigger it because that's what you had read. And I was like, I don't even know who Ronnie is, and I fought Radon. I don't know. I never even
We were all kinds of fucking lost, man. Yeah, and it's not like there's a happy path in that game. Because how could there be?
That's
I like that though. That's fun.
yeah. Silksong does a similar thing where there's so many different interactions and like hidden things that, like for example, there's this merchant, right? And it's a robot. After you buy all the parts, it dies. Like it's like, I have no use. I'm gonna die. There's an item you can get, and the robot can fix that item. But if the robot's dead, then you don't get that version of the item. There's an item that has 3 versions depending on who you take to fix it. And so it's like little stuff like that it's like, dang, I didn't know that. But I like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I kind of like that too. It's kind of fun.
So, do you like the first Silk Song or this one more?
Hollow Knight versus Silk Song.
Yeah, not first Silk Song. You know what I meant.
Oh, I haven't played Hollow Knight in forever, so I don't know. It's hard to say. I would have to replay Hollow Knight to tell you. because it's been so long. What I can say is that Silksong is a great sequel. Like, it's giving me the same feelings that I had when I played Hollow Knight. I'm getting the same like addiction and like, give me one more hit, more, and just really overall enjoying it.
For the
You
longest
guys need
time,
to check it out.
because I never played Hollow Knight. Whenever Dylan, because he has talked about it before in the past, I had a different game in my mind when he would say that.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, I didn't realize. I was thinking of something else, and I'm trying to think what it was, but it wasn't that
It
game.
was not a 2D scroller.
No, it was still a 2D scroller, but it was a different one.
Huh.
I was thinking of like Child of Light, I think,
I don't know that one.
which is like another.
Visually, it's similar.
That's what I was thinking of the whole time. Every
Visually,
time we
it's
talked
very
about it.
similar.
And it was only recently when I realized I was like, that is not the game that Dylan has been talking
Like,
about.
hold on. But yeah, you guys should play it.
I don't have the balls to.
Why not?
This sounds hard as shit. We saw the freaking gameplay of it. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna have a heart attack.
You could do it.
My
You did
5090
Elden Ring?
can't run it.
You did Elden Ring?
Yeah, but I kind of did Elden Ring in like a old man way. Like, I farmed in that game to get kind of leveled up. You know what I mean? Like, I farmed the bowling ball thing for a little bit to
For a long time.
Well, no, actually, I did that for probably like 8 levels, and then I actually did this weird. I kind of crafted my own little weird route. There's like these little midgets over by where the big black bird comes from.
Yeah, I did
Yeah.
that one too.
I kind of just killed a loop there for a little bit and got
And then
10
in
or 15 levels
in
there.
the
and
Halig
then
tree, there was
definitely
a
farmed
route
that I
there.
had to redo because I fucking died in Melania.
This guy, the type of gamer he is he once he figures out something that'll help him, he can lock in like nobody's business.
It's like, wait a minute, this is actually pretty optimal.
He's like,
Let me-
wow, this is good.
Optimized?
And he farmed that day, especially after when his system crashed. He farmed literally for like 8 hours in one sitting, doing the exact same thing over and over and over again. I have never once been able to. I could never do that. I've never farmed for more than 30 minutes.
crashed.
I have to break.
and then had to redo it.
I have to break it up with something. Like I'll farm for not even 30 minutes. I could probably farm for like 10, 15 minutes and then I have to do something else.
Same.
I can't handle
If
it.
the payoff is there, if that's the shit that
Usually-
that's my like.
I farm to a goal. Like, I set myself a goal. Like, I'm like, okay, I want to at least reach this, and so I'll farm for it. But otherwise, I don't sit there and farm unless I have something I want, like a certain stat in order to hold a sword, right?
And in Billy's instance, it was, I want to be able to do everything. That was his only goal.
It was the shittiest build ever.
There's
It really was.
master
It
of
was so
all.
bad. Elden Ring. We're talking about right now, Victory. Yeah, because I was like, oh, spells are really fun in this game, but then also I can boost them with faith, and then but I really like the certain spells require like a certain amount of dexterity to use, and I really like the sort of Night and Flame or whatever it was called, and there was just like a bunch of little things that I liked, and my build was horrendous. So then I got to level 450 on it organically, and and then I realized like I was already stat level 60, like basically soft capped in all of them. And so then I was like, well, I never want to have to not like worry about my build again. So I just paid like $3 to get 14 billion runes.
Glitched runes.
Yeah.
Glitched.
I mean, like as far as I'm concerned, I earned it. Whatever build I could run or wanted to run. Plus I was in a new game plus 10 or whatever, like it didn't really matter. But because I was not going to farm 713 organically. That would have been, I think I did the math. It was like 20 days of farming.
Jeez.
Like 24
Well, people
hour
that
days.
got that is because they either did like they found passive farming stuff,
Yeah.
or like they
Which passive farming, I don't know why anyone would do that in that game. That shit is so bad. Like it's ass. Like a lot of the caves where like the ghosts fight, it's like 20,000 runes an hour.
Yeah.
That becomes irrelevant very quickly.
They just, I think, a lot of those people that did that, they had like two things going. One where they're actually playing, and one where there was just some
AFK.
dude sitting there 24/7.
Probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did. I got to. Yeah, it was like 450 organically, and I'm like, I'm tired of. Like, I don't ever want to have to think about respecing. Paid like literally $3. The guy dropped 14 billion runes on the ground. I'm like, what the fuck? Totally duped it to shit, and so I just went about 1,000 times. Got all my shit, because it was all the hero runes.
You could have just sold them, right?
Salami, thank you, Onyx Queen. But
You could have just sold them. You know that, right?
sold them for what?
You get the same price.
Oh, I didn't even come close to picking them all up off the ground. There was like, I think I only ended up because I was already way close. Like 14 billion was to take you from 0 to there. I already had like 2 billion runes.
But
and
you
then-
said you sat there and went.
He said it for the memes, all right?
Well, you also
Move on.
you so here's the thing. How do I sell them? Where do I sell them?
The Forge Master dude.
Okay. Where is he located?
The
Round table?
Round table.
Okay. How many and so he drops them on the ground. Do I fast travel to the round table? And then they're gone forever?
Why
you
would
can
they
only
be
hold
gone?
you can only hold 600.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're talking to a pro here.
Oh.
All right.
You can't.
You can't comprehend what this man
Yeah.
did in Elden Ring.
Damn.
When you're trying to cheat in a game. All right, you come just kidding.
Get on his level.
Get a Silk Song though.
I have I'm kind of weird. I don't
I'm glad you pointed it out. I don't have to do it. But
there's sometimes I don't mind. There's some games where it's like buying currency is super cringe. Like Dune Awakening, I would never do that. That's so lame. In Guild Wars, that's pretty fucking lame too. Because you spend your
Is it
life.
because it's multiplayer versus single player?
Well, maybe that is the distinction in my head. Well, but in certain like in Elden Ring, for what I did, like I think it would be super lame to play the game. Like imagine you start a new character it's your first time through, and then you bought runes, and then just got to level 500. That's pretty lame. I don't think that's a lame.
Yeah, there
I
is
think-
definitely something to
think
be
there's
said
like
about
a-
progression.
Yeah,
Because it's like,
I think there's a certain limit.
as
where
a kid, I loved cheats, right? I would love to turn on cheats. Now, they bore me. Like, if I'm all powerful,
yeah.
I get bored real fast.
I played through Skyrim recently. Again. I don't even know how many times. And there's this like, I guess, I don't know who called a dupe or an exploit. Probably an exploit, actually, is what it is. But there's this spell that you can cast where it shoots, like it uses magic and it shoots this energy in the sky. And that's one of the only spells that gives you experience just by using it. And people found out that if you use that spell, and as the spell is going, you fast travel from one point of the map to the other, it uses the spell
The whole
while you're
time.
fast traveling because Skyrim is one of those games that it's real time when you fast travel. It just the time moves like how quickly it would actually move if you walked.
so it gets stuck in the animation.
Yeah.
Constantly is giving.
So
the
you
credit.
can in Destruction Magic you can go from 1 to 100 in like 15 seconds with that spell. And they've never patched it because it's Bethesda. They don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And this last playthrough I did that and I was just like an all powerful mage. And I was like, this is not nearly as fun actually.
Yeah.
Because I'm just murking people left and right. And it definitely takes away something from the experience.
Yeah, just one-shotting everything. Yeah, I think like spending real money to like in a cheating way. If it's built into the game, it feels less bad because then you're just in a weird way supporting the game and like doing intended mechanics. But if you're like buying on a third-party auction house and for like certain reason, like I bought gold in Guild Wars 1, but that was because I came back after 10 years of not playing it, and I didn't feel like I had no idea how to farm anything.
So he's
I
about
didn't
gold
want to
in
go and
2
look.
games that we know of for sure. This guy's pay to win.
I honestly think that that's quite literally the only games that I've.
His gamer card's about to be
Cheated.
revoked.
You
I
put
don't-
like
I don't even have one.
$500 into Roblox.
Can you cheat in that game? That
There was
way?
a
I
Five
don't even
Nights.
really
Yeah,
know what Roblox.
I don't
what
even
you
know.
even do in that game, to be honest.
There was
But
a Five Nights at Freddy's.
It allowed me
Yeah.
to gear
I
up.
know you
It
love.
allowed me to gear up all my characters, or all my my character and my heroes, and just get started again. And then I was able to do a couple titles and stuff like that. But and then I kind of learned that like, oh, I didn't probably need to do that. I could have, gotten it, but I didn't feel like doing 20 hours of research before playing a game to figure out like what are the optimal strats to farm right now. Like no.
Yeah.
So I think there's a line if you're doing it to like gain an advantage in a PvP game to edge shit out. That's pretty lame. But if you're just doing like a solo player, just to like if you have the money and you're doing it in a safe way and you're not like breaking the game. I think there's one thing where if you like let's say if you were doing it in PoE because there's a big trader market on PoE. PoE like I wouldn't really do, but I also don't think it's that bad because it's just gear that it's not like PvP. And if you don't want to like grind out gear and you want to feel like what it feels like to be super powerful, then you could just kind of do that. It doesn't really bother me.
So there's a third game he would possibly do.
I wouldn't. I don't think I would because I enjoy the gearing progression. But
sounded like
and
you
it's
were.
also seasonal. It's also seasonal, so like you would only be powerful for a few months, and then that season would end, and you would lose your character. So
I would never pay money for something that would lose.
yeah. So that feels kind of weird. It's like that doesn't really bother me, but PoE's a team like Grinding Gear Games is hard as hell on banning dudes. Like
He's scared Dylan with that last one.
Hard as hell.
Boo. So
My last playthrough of Baldur's Gate, I did with all mods, and I was god tier level power.
How'd it feel?
It was fun, but I had played through it like 4 times legitimately
Yeah.
before I did that.
so you're there for the narrative.
I just
yeah.
wanted to experience what that was like. I had these gloves that did like 950 damage, like with unarmed attacks, and I had this like one sword that allowed me to attack like 10 times in a round, like just stuff like that, and I could fly to like any point in the battle wherever I wanted to go. I was just like god level power,
Wouldn't even take an action.
You die.
and I had the ultimate initiative. So like my character always went first, no matter what, and so
So
like
you just never even took damage.
every fight I just cleaned up
Delete.
before it even went to the next person. And it was fun, but it definitely not how I would ever want to play the game when first playing it.
Yeah,
I
no.
mean,
Do you think if that was your first time playing it, do you think it would alter like how you care about the game?
Oh, God,
100%,
yeah.
yeah.
Combat would be you're literally deleting a mechanic, the gameplay mechanic.
Yeah. I think the best things in life are things that you've worked for,
Art for free.
and that includes gaming too.
That includes salami.
That includes salami. That's why I never buy it. I always make it.
That's right.
I never
If you're
buy
not making
salami.
your own salami.
Who are you
What are you-
really?
What are you doing?
That takes us to our headline topic of today.
Game of the
Scott walks
year,
away.
years of the games, something like that.
Not at all.
Gaming
but I
so far.
appreciate it. 2025 year in review.
Year in review.
Okay. So far, I've talked to quite a few gamers. And the consensus is Expedition 33 is going to win Game of the Year.
I think Silksong has a strong chance. Well, you saw it broke Steam. It's already reached.
I don't think it's had enough of a player base.
No?
I don't think it broke Steam the way you think it broke Steam, but I think it might have. Yeah, I don't know. Breaking Steam but only 400,000 concurrent players. Like a game launches every week that hits that. So I don't know. I think it maybe
That many people
something
broke?
happened, but
I don't think
Like,
Silk Song will be game of the year.
I think it's
too
gonna be a
niche. I
contender.
think it's too niche. Might be a voting option, but I don't think it wins.
I could totally see Expedition 33. It took the world by storm. It felt like. Wasn't there another smaller game that came out this year too? I saw a list with all the games.
Yeah, well, that's kind of, we've talked about it. This has been the year, and honestly last year too, of single A and double A games. A lot of big single A, double A games. Like Dune Awakening for me has been phenomenal. I'm over 400 hours, I think, in that game, and it's been nothing but pleasure. I don't really play it anymore just because I've got a bunch of personal stuff going on, but and it, unfortunately, it's not really a game you can quit. Your base withers away, so that's kind of sucks. But yeah, it's been
Split Fiction,
Split Fiction, which is huge.
Death Stranding 2.
No,
Oh my god! Just because you didn't like it,
just because it's Wander Simulator.
I thought it was a great game.
I was
Donkey
talking
Kong
about
Bonanza?
Donkey Kong, yeah.
Donkey Kong from a from a super single A studio.
Bless you. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Yep, there you go, double A studio. Donkey Kong obviously is not from a single A, but
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely see Donkey Kong going up. I don't know if I wouldn't put my money on that one winning though.
I think Expedition 33 is gonna win.
Yeah, it has the recency more than Kingdom Come.
I think it came out at a time where it was dead. You mean like recently, like it was more came out later?
Like more recent than Kingdom Come Deliverance. Because the internet kind of blew up on that game too.
Definitely.
But it's been, I feel like, to me, feels like it was last year. I don't feel like it came out this year, but I guess it did, you know?
It came out like April, didn't it? Or March? Wasn't even like early in the year.
Let's see if I can.
But I think that what hurts that one is that it's a sequel.
Oh.
And this is Expedition 33. Expedition 33 came out right at the same time as, I forget what was the name of the game that flopped hard right around the time that Expedition 33 came out? Do you remember? There was like a major AAA.
Avowed?
Was it one of the Assassin's Creeds?
No. There was around the time Expedition 33 came out.
Let's see what AI has to say.
Concord.
Yes, thank you. The biggest flop of all time.
That it got removed from the
And
store.
so I think that popularized Expedition 33 even more because Concord was supposed to be this revelation, and it wasn't. And Concord flopped so hard, and Expedition 33 people are like, "Whoa, what's this game? Why is 100,000 people? Why is 200,000? Why is 300,000 people playing this game?" And it just kind of kept popping off and kept popping off and kept popping off. So, what's your personal game of the year? Silksong?
Yeah. Yeah, because I did Expedition 33. Really liked it. I can see it definitely being a contender, but Silksong itself, I enjoy that much more. Especially gives me Hollow Knight vibes, and I would love to see Team Cherry win, because that would be awesome. They're this, like, Hollow Knight was a Kickstarter, and I believe parts of Silksong was too. So,
Maybe they will, man.
yeah.
It peaked at 600,000, so that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people.
And I was reading like something like already a third of the amount of players that played Hollow Knight have played Silksong. And I don't understand why that's a big deal, but supposedly that's a big deal. So it's only been out, like a couple weeks. It was Concord, Kyle, the game he was thinking of. The game that bombed when Expedition 33 came out.
That was within this year?
Yeah.
Concord feels like it was a while ago.
I know, right?
Well, in the same, I was telling him it feels like Kingdom Come Deliverance
Yeah.
2.
That
I
was
feel
this
like
year,
that was
yeah.
last year.
That was the beginning of the year, so I guess it.
Well, look at Borderlands 4. Have you guys been hearing about this one?
I've
I've heard stuff.
I've heard a lot of mixed.
I'm hearing it's performing like poorly on unoptimized hardware. Is this game on? Is this only PC game?
I don't think so.
No, I think it's on everything.
Yeah.
Did it cross release on everything? Yeah. I don't know, man. I think this is Expedition 33's year. Everybody I talk to, it feels like that game really made an impact.
What do you think, Kyle?
As far as game of the year,
Mm-hmm.
I think it'll probably go to Expedition 33. Personally, I would like to see it go to Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Do you know what I think gets number 2? Second place in voting. I don't know if we see second place, do we?
I think we just see the winner.
The winner.
Yeah, we just see the winner. But the second place is usually the other rewards, right? Like, you figure out that, like, oh, they got best soundtrack or...
Oh, yeah. Like, they throw a bone to them. I'm gonna hit you with this. Go see Yote.
That might be
Yeah.
first.
If it
might be
comes
first.
out, if it comes out and plays cleanly and delivers on a lot of stuff, like I've seen enough drip fed on my algorithm, which I'm not the target audience for that game, and it is.
There's a very real
I'm the
chance.
target.
You literally
right,
are.
red target. Right.
They do not need a team. It's just you. You are
He
the
bought
marketing.
1 million copies.
That game has a lot of promise.
Well, Sucker Punch has a really good reputation as far as our resume, rather, of games. And if it's anything like on the level of like Ghost of Tsushima, it's definitely a contender for sure, and it might even be first if it does well. There's been some controversy around it in the last couple of days,
I wonder why.
which we don't need to get into on this podcast, but it's political. So we'll see what that does to, maybe the perception of it. But I'm all for judging something on the product.
What do you think Split Fiction is going to win anything, Kyle?
I think
Best co-op experience.
Probably.
I don't know.
Is that even a category? I don't even know.
It will win something. I don't see it winning game of the year. But it definitely, I feel like it's gonna get its flowers for sure in something.
Yeah. I mean, so we'll do
Maybe even like best platformer. Isn't there a category for that?
over Silksong.
You just like it because you're playing that right now.
Just saying, you haven't played it. I haven't played Split Fiction, to be fair, too. So
Do you think about Silksong as being like the greatest platformer?
with some of the stuff it has you doing, yeah.
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 But that's not the primary focus of the game. Those are just like side bonus things.
Well, it's like half the game, I'd say.
Okay.
It's a good portion of it.
There was another game that he got this way about that he just wanted to win everything. That was
It's
like
like God of War.
it was like an A- game. It wasn't like
A- game.
Yeah, it was like,
I don't even know.
Astrobot?
maybe it was Astro
Zenless Zone Zero?
Zenless Zone Zero game of the year.
No, they weren't even running in the running. I'm looking forward to our, when we do our episode where we vote and stuff. Because this year has been a really good year.
Yeah.
If you look at all the games I read off are amazing games. What with Expedition 33, Split Fiction, Kingdom Come, Silksong. We're gonna have Ghost of Yote, Donkey Kong, Death Stranding 2, tons more.
It's been an unbelievable year.
Yeah, and it's not AAA. Most of those games,
Dune Awakening, AA.
yeah, are AA games. Which
Technically, Kingdom Come is still AA studio.
yeah,
100%.
It's their second game. The first one was crowdfunded, and the second one they had their own budget by that point.
so
But
very much like Silksong. Let me talk about it at least for 10 more minutes.
you were giving Billy such a hard time about talking about Dune.
I know. And then I'm like, let me talk. Have you guys heard of Bongo Cat?
Nope.
So let me tell you, I have not. And it's beating Banana currently.
It's doing pretty well though.
Banana's still up there.
Bongo Cat. No, thank you.
Usually these games kind of have like some weird.
Bongo Cat needs your help. Bongo Cat needs more
It
hats.
just came out.
Every time you press a key, Bongo Cat will punch your taskbar. Type, click, play, work to collect more points. Which hats will you find?
Wow. Let me guess. The hats are.
So it's not even a game. He's like, you put him on your taskbar while you work, and every time you hit a key, he.
There's. There's.
So it's like a background application type deal.
No, I think there's like a whole profit gamble thing where like you roll for the different type of hats and it's a unique hat and then you can sell them on a third party.
Oh.
Like that's what literally Counter-Strike has turned into. It's just a gambling platform.
So I could sell money. I could make money off Bongo Cat.
It's
Yeah,
crazy. how-
they sell crates that then give you like loot crates that basically randomize different hats, and the hats have different color schemes, and you can get a unique hat that has some unique pattern on it that you can then sell on some third party exchange and blah blah blah. And wow,
Dude, Counter-Strike 2 is still pulling in the last 24 hours over 1 million players.
That's crazy.
That is.
what do you think
insane.
is the most popular game? Like right now, like on a day-to-day basis, Minecraft, Roblox, probably one of those, right?
I would say Roblox.
I would feel like Roblox, but
What do you think that number is? 2 million? More?
across
5
all,
million?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Daily players, 5 million.
Look it up.
I don't think it's gonna be people guessing.
Let me see their guesses.
Take a guess.
32.
I'll
mil-
say 3 million.
That says globally. I would say, I bet you it's somewhere between 1.5 to 2 million.
No, this is 112 million players daily. Daily active users on Roblox.
That's globally.
Yeah. So worldwide.
Daily active users on Roblox 118. But that doesn't mean there's that many people playing.
Daily active users, meaning they logged into the game.
I guess I'm just so in denial about the insanity of that that I just don't buy it.
112 million.
Yeah, this one says like 80 million daily players. I mean, so what does that mean? Like 40 million at any given time? I don't know.
I was off by like 100 million. That's insane.
50 million concurrent users.
The highest ever. And I know nothing about
50
it.
million.
I watched
Roblox hit 47.3 million concurrent users, the highest ever recorded on a gaming
so
platform.
1 in every 173 people on the planet was playing Roblox.
That's crazy.
I
That
watched
is obscene.
Have you guys ever watched it?
No.
I watched one of my niece play.
Does she play on her phone?
Yeah. Straight garbage. I was watching this, I was like, what the fuck? Like, this is entertaining.
Where's the romance option?
Yeah. Where's my story?
We're Shadowheart.
You know, back in my day when games actually had story.
What is that? What do you do? Like, is it just a social game? You just talk to
So
other
it's
people and stuff,
community created games. So it's essentially like a game hosting platform for the community to create and program games and stuff.
or- Gotcha.
Right? So there's like you remember like closest I could equate it to myself that I experienced is like Halo 3. Do you remember the Forge?
Yeah.
And like how people made like you have like the one where it was like try not to die and then you had like all those.
Yeah.
It's that.
I know that there were that one game BattleBit popped off. I know that was built in Roblox, which is just the Roblox Battlefield.
Yeah. I saw that one too.
But that's crazy to me.
So we should get into it.
Let's fight naked. We're
This is
get into it. We're
escalating.
gonna
What?
do it right.
Right now?
We're gonna get into it. We're gonna do it right.
Roblox?
No, you said let's get into it.
Into what?
Each other.
Well, I'm inferring that you want to fight.
No, I want to get into you.
I heard naked. I don't know. I might have to sit this one out. I'm having allergies. I don't think I could be.
I'm allergic to pussy.
So
Yeah. So
Silk
just
Song.
imagine 100 times like the Counter-Strike 2, which has 640,000 people playing it right now.
No.
Imagine Roblox being roughly, I don't know, 85 times more popular than that.
No.
It's all those kids.
It's crazy.
I mean, every 24 hours, it hits about 1.4 million active players. So that's like 35 times more popular.
That's still crazy.
That's a lot of people playing.
What was WoW doing in its peak? I want to say it was somewhere like 12 million or something like that.
I think it got to like 18 million at its peak, but that wasn't current players. I mean, you could assume that they were because if you played WoW back then, you didn't have a life. But yeah, they had like peak subscribers at like 15, 20 million, somewhere around there. That's a totally different thing than Roblox. Like,
Yeah.
can you raid in Roblox? Like, what's the progression? Is it just hanging out with friends?
It's mostly hanging out with friends and playing user-made games. Is what
Yeah.
it sounds like.
That's all it is.
So it's a game of games.
Yeah. I watched, when I was watching, they played this game where they were in this village full of like bunny people.
It's what Fortnite's turned into.
Yeah. Village full of bunny people. And they had to do these specific events in order to kill the bunnies in like gruesome ways.
Jesus.
And I was like, what? It was
Wow.
like this horror kitty looking game
It's Roblox.
For kids.
for kids.
For cats.
Cats.
What do you go to a town and just public chat or what?
So there are public chat towns. You can go. There's like chat rooms. There's like game hubs where like you go and there's like portals to games. But in the social area, you're with a bunch of people.
Do grown people play this game
I'm pretty sure.
for the right reasons?
I saw this.
This feels like a, I don't know. I don't want to call anybody out and cause unnecessary controversy, but this feels like a type of game you'd only play as an adult if you wanted to have interaction with for nefarious reasons. Like,
Or you're socially broke. Like,
you're a broken human being.
yeah. Like, I saw this game, or I saw it now, granted, I don't know. They probably doing it for the clout or whatever, but it was these two adult men playing this anime game, okay? Whoever designed this game, props to them program-wise, because I can imagine it's probably not that easy, but they programmed in a bunch of, like anime, like, moves and stuff, and, like, in the Roblox graphics, but then it looks sick. It looks like an anime. There's like impact frames and there's crazy shit going on. Well, these two grown dudes were doing like anime voiceovers of their moves. Like they were into it. Like, oh yeah, we'll take this.
Yeah.
While they played?
While they played. And they recorded it,
So
uploaded
it's like-
it to TikTok.
Is roleplay like
So
is RP big in the Roblox community?
I think
guarantee it.
so. It's
By nefarious actors.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a big story where they were like protecting?
there was
Pedos?
something like that.
I saw something like that. Like they weren't.
I know that
There's a
was
bunch of reports and they weren't acting on it. And
that was a concern in the RuneScape community for a long time. Was people using it as a for that reason.
Did you guys
Club
see
Penguin.
VR
But
chat?
imagine being like
oh, yeah, it's the same thing.
I mean, there's got to be like full time like moderators and stuff that like
Can't afford it.
like,
They only make five. What was it like? 5 billion a day.
yeah, like-
Can't afford it. So TikTok shows me like VR chat stuff because it saw that like I find them interesting where there'll be some normal dude and he manages to get into a VR chat room with a bunch of fucking weirdos and he makes fun of them.
yeah.
But there's like age regression people. There's people who have children on VR chat. There's people who like, it's a fascinating world. It's a fascinating world. I dove down the rabbit hole and it's like the avatar they have gets pregnant. And then they have a child, which I think is just another VR chatter that they adopt
That then acts like a baby.
that then acts like a baby.
That's like another level of role play.
That is that sounds like mental illness to me. That doesn't
Yes.
sound like. I don't know.
I mean, it's all in. As long as it's not harming anybody.
If no one's
You know, and
harmed and
everyone's
they're doing,
consenting.
if everyone's doing things legally
Yeah.
and no one's being harmed, then it is what it is. You're having fun, then have fun.
Go be weird.
Yeah.
Just go be weird in the game. Like, I don't bring that
It's-
shit to
I'd rather they did that in the game than seeing weird shit like that
shit
in
like
public.
that in life. Yeah.
Yeah, at least they're training it to the.
But there's a Discord like, I want to play out this role play. Looking for a baby.
Well, I
You know,
think
like,
there has
looking
to be
for
like
a grown man to act like a baby.
there has to be some way for them to know. Oh, are you looking to be adopted? Well, let's start the process.
I don't even know. Yeah, I mean, that's about as foreign to me as you guys enjoying narrative-based games.
I
Whoa.
am really
It's
upset
that weird to me that you just got
that you
lumped in
would,
there.
yeah, that you would equate a good
Wanting to be
story-based narrative
adopted.
game to being like having a baby, acting like a baby fetish is the same thing to you. In fact,
The way
I'm
I
actually,
see it.
that actually pissed me off. This is beyond just. It's like
on
a
the
good
same
story
level.
game, like Uncharted. It's basically the same thing.
Basically, so foreign to me.
Oh my god!
It makes me feel icky when I play a good story-driven narrative game.
I feel like I'm a pedophile.
Okay. Dude, the internet's a weird place, man, and there's some weird games with millions of people that can get weird.
Yeah, I would recommend if you're ever curious, check out try to find those.
I probably won't, just to keep the algo clear.
But it's in. I get sucked in because I'm like, what the fuck are these?
You get
people
sucked
doing?
in, huh?
Yeah,
VR chat sucks you in.
sucks me
you
in.
all the way up.
I become part of the VR chat. I actually created a profile with my VR headset that I don't own.
As is with anything in the internet, just exercise caution and sound judgment, and you'll be fine.
What scares me too is the amount of groomers that are probably specifically on that and Roblox.
Yeah, I mean,
Those feel like purpose made almost for them, or well designed. Versus Call of Duty, I think it'd be hard for a groomer to.
that's
get
what I
in
mean when
there.
I say I'm not trying to lump people that play this. Just because you play this and you're an adult, that does not mean that's who you are.
Yeah, I
as a
think there's
person.
probably a huge part of the
Yeah.
community that just truly enjoys role playing, playing a character. I mean, that happens in. People do that shit all the time, and you guys
I
build
did
a
it for my birthday.
Yeah. When you guys play narrative, you think of an archetype and you try to see that archetype. I mean, you guys pick armor that sucks because you look better in it. I mean,
Yeah.
we've heard these things. You like to role play at some level in these games, and I feel like this is the PhD in role play here. I mean, you're taking it and just expanding on that same concept to the extreme. But I bet you the majority of that community, which is why it thrives, is super healthy about it and has fun and it's harmless. But then there's shit like that where you're like, that's kind of.
I never role played a game because I don't think I've ever once played a game and thought of the character as me. When I game, it's almost the same thing as watching a good movie for me. I don't watch, Goodfellas and pretend I'm Ray Liotta's character. I don't identify I don't identify in gaming like that.
I like to make them me, but I'm not necessarily them. I like to make them look like me, have my name, but I don't. They're their own character. In a way.
You set them free.
Set them free. I make decisions that I would never make in real life in gaming.
Alien
I
babes.
don't I don't role play it as if how would I approach this. I think of how would my character how would V
Yeah,
approach this situation.
that is interesting.
Yeah, I don't think I've never once put myself in the body of when I played male V. I've never been what would Kyle do if he was V? That's never. It's just this. It's the same exact thing to me as watching a movie, narratively speaking.
You put exactly into words. I played with my friend Malachi. We were doing this Choose Your Own Adventure book, and he was doing. I thought it was strange, right? Because I play in the book. It's about a detective, right? In the book, I'm like, okay, I like add an extra layer of like, okay, if my character was in this world, this is how he would react because based on his history or whatever. Malachi was taking it at the face value of how would I react to this current situation.
That's how I always play. Which is why I'm always good.
I generally am always good in every game.
Yeah.
I have a hard time doing evil
Yeah, I know.
playthroughs.
You're like, I
Just
did
makes
that.
me-
Renegade is easier because it's not bad.
Well, Mass Effect is different because there is no evil playthrough.
Yeah.
There's like the hard ass playthrough and like the good. It's like good cop, bad cop.
Yeah.
It's like
Although some of those Paragon options are pretty unforgiving.
the Paragon ones or the Renegade ones.
Or whatever, the Renegade one, the bad one.
Yeah, I mean you could kill your best friends for the sake of humanity.
Yep. Did you put more thought into buying Cyberpunk and having us watch you play it?
Yeah, I think if it goes on sale, I probably will. I don't think I'll play it, but just to do a benchmark test on it.
No,
Just to see it.
I've lost all interest in your journey then.
Last week you were telling us how excited you were to buy it, play through it with us,
Not even close.
watching with you.
Let's roll the tape back there.
Kyle, you remember this, right?
He did say that I would stream it to you guys if I played it. But I guess I only now realize he meant just benchmark
literally
test.
mean
Wow.
to benchmark it so you guys could see the game.
I thought
have-
you were.
And then I said I might consider getting into it depending on it, but I don't know.
I have zero interest in your benchmark test.
What value does
a good
Cyberpunk
story.
bring me?
It
Yeah,
brings you
that's-
close to your friends.
I
You
don't
know what it'll
because
be
you're
if
such a-
I finish Cyberpunk, I literally get to the end and you guys be like, "So what was the story about?" Like, I don't really know.
What always throws me off about the way you approach games that I don't get
I
is
don't think anybody gets.
well, you're a huge movie buff.
I know. I
You love movies. You
So
love
different.
a good story in a movie, and that does not translate to gaming at all for you. You do not care about it, but like you love movies, like Lord of the Rings, one of your favorite trilogy of all time.
Because I think I sit down and I am an observer to a movie. There's no work or there's no input. I play a game to play the fucking game. I'm there to game. I'm not there to watch a movie. I'm not there to read dialogue options and think, what would Jesus do? Okay, let's do that. Like I want to play the game.
What game you playing?
I'm
I am Jesus Christ. I'm there to play the game. What's the gameplay loop? And that's what I get.
See,
out of
that
things.
separation is
I
wild
literally,
to me.
I cannot. I have
I mean-
10,000 hours into Guild Wars
There-
between the two games. I can't really
We're
tell you
beating
what
a
they're
dead
about.
horse
I
because
know.
we've gone over this on the podcast before.
I cannot tell you
We'll
what they're
just
really
never-
about. I played them for 10 years or for 20 years really, and I really couldn't do a good job describing what the story is.
Was there ever one story game that you actually enjoyed in all your years?
Only if it had good
You know what
gameplay.
the one the one that I feel like I can probably do a decent job is probably Last of Us of explaining because that's straightforward. I mean, it's not like
And you also
It's
watched the
not-
TV show.
yeah. Well,
That was pretty much the game.
I also think narratively, the story goes kind of where you think. I mean, it's like she's infected, and you kind of like look, like it's kind of there's not much nuance to it. You know, it's just kind of
Right.
it is. There's a depth there, but yeah, there's not much nuance. It's like you get sick, it's a zombie thing. You can figure it out.
So it's the nuance that
Um,
you can't handle.
Well, it's just like there's.
Can't handle the implications.
You guys would be like, well, don't you remember this one character said that one thing that has all this implication? And it's like, boy, I no, I didn't pick
Boy.
up on that.
Boy.
Boy, I do not know what you were talking about.
Yeah, like why'd I kill this person or why were they good? Oh, they've been your best friend and yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't land. I don't know.
That's wild.
I think it's all about when I go to watch a movie, and I love watching movies. I'm there for the story. What's the story? What's the presentation? That's my journey in that.
Yeah.
Playing a game, I'm there to play the game. I literally, if there was a setting that said 0 dialogue, skip all cutscene, everything, I would check that in every game I play.
Yeah.
That's just what I would do.
Do you
I know
like
that about
books?
you.
What?
Yeah.
Do I what?
What?
You go. You were talking.
I was gonna say I know that about you by now. It's not surprising to hear him say that. If you were an outsider hearing this, you'd probably be like, "What is this man?"
It's pretty. I don't know if I've met anybody like it.
There's a lot of people like that in like the hardcore like MMO community, but even then, they're still like, "Man, the music and the story is so good." Like they
Yeah.
still talk about it.
To put 1,000 hours into a game, you got to fall in love with it, the narrative at some level, and I just never did. That was never interesting.
Yeah.
Most of the people that I would play with that played thousands of hours, they could tell you every character name. They could
To
tell you
play
every
a
fucking
game for
pixel on every
1,000
rock.
hours, not know anything about the story or the characters, that's beyond just preference. That's something different about your brain. Like it's like
I couldn't even
Like, yeah,
really. I
savant
forgot this
syndrome.
guy's name, and he's like a main character in the whole thing.
Isn't it Cinder
Ritlock Brimstone.
Char
Man?
Charman.
Charmander.
Charmander.
And I actually don't even know his role. I know he jumps into a hole for one of the expansions and then like emerges with this sword. But it's actually not even that sword, and he becomes like a revenant. Which is one of the class, but I couldn't tell you what that resembles.
Do you like books?
I don't read fiction. I only read nonfiction.
When you were a kid?
When he was a kid, he read the
Ranger's Apprentice.
Ranger's Apprentice.
Did you like it?
Fucking loved those books.
And you enjoy
He
like,
likes narratives
I
and
do like
stories,
narratives, yeah.
just not in games.
But so he said you don't read nonfiction.
Nowadays, if I'm going to sit down and read, I generally am going to read nonfiction. But yeah, it's all about the mode and what I'm doing. It's like, am I there for a learning experience? Am I there? What am I doing when I play a game? When I'm playing a game, I want to play the fucking game.
Highly optimized human being.
Give me one cutscene, Diablo 4 style, that gets me so fucking jacked to play that game, and then leave me alone forever.
Diablo
and I'm good.
4 did not have a great story either.
No.
Me and Kyle, it lost us.
We beat it. We beat it for you.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
You had fun until level 50.
I didn't do anything of what people play that game for. I did the story and then stopped once I was done.
And then he was like
I
double
was
leveling
checked out when
characters.
that one guy, I forget his name, when he like
died in
touched the wall and
shittiest
died.
way.
Yes.
I was like, oh my god.
You guys just assaulted a million fucking things and like what was it? Like a sword fell out of the wall or something? I don't know. It was pretty bad.
I think he just we don't know why, but he touched the wall and it was.
And him
was
and that other
cursed.
old guy just waited behind, and I'm like, all right, I guess we're just gonna do everything here.
While he walked into hell.
Yeah. Well, fascinating man.
We should study his brain when he dies.
Yeah.
Like Einstein.
People have their quirks. That's just one of them that he has.
Where can people find us?
Right here on YouTube every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pacific time, where we stream live and right on the screen. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment
We stream live right on the screen.
right on your screen.
We come to you live in your living room.
Don't try and
We
think of
come
things
to
as you say it.
I didn't say we come
Don't you dare think
on
when
your
you talk.
screen.
Stop thinking while you talk.
Just
That's enough.
pre-form your
exist.
thoughts and then say it.
Do your fucking job.
It's not.
Do
I
your
gotta
job.
Riff it every time. Every time, got to riff it somehow. Otherwise, it gets
Because our
boring.
content's always changing, baby.
Yeah.
We're back on TikTok now. Did you get?
Were we ever even on it?
I don't think we were.
I don't think we ever made it on.
None of us use TikTok except you.
Hmm.
And do you use it a lot?
Depends. I get in moods where I'll use it a lot and then not at all. But yeah, come leave us a like, subscribe, comment. Throw a salami down in chat.
Sure.
And with that, remember, folks. Dun, dun, dun.
Bye.
Sorry, with the good Katie, you get the dub. Bye.
Bye.